Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys watched my TBR, you would know that in January I read 20 books. That has never happened. I think the most I've ever read in a month is 22, and that was because I read like 8 graphic novels. But I feel like the most like actual books I've read in a month is like 15. So the fact that I read 20 in January is kind of insane, and I don't know what's happening. We're now like a couple days into February and I've been reading 2 books a day. How? Who am I? I don't know what is going on. But I think one of the reasons why I read so much in January is because I was reading the Bridgerton series. I've noticed whenever I read historical romances, it just like kicks in my love of reading again, no matter if the book I read before it was terrible or if I'm in a reading slump or what. Historical romances always make me want to read. And so I think that the key for me is to read historical romances after every couple of books, and that will just reinvigorate my love of reading. Not that I'm like forcing myself to read, because I'm not. I love reading in general, but it keeps me from getting slumpy and keeps me like excited to read stuff. So I think I'm gonna do that again throughout this month and just like randomly pick historical romances to read, kind of mixed in throughout everything else I'm reading, and I'll put them all into this vlog. So this is going to be a historical romance vlog. I actually last night put in all of my historical romances that are on my TBR into all of these cabinets. So these are all the ones that I haven't read. I've been trying not to buy tons. When quarantine hit, I went through a phase of like, I just wanted to buy a bunch, and I did. I went a little crazy, but I've toned it down recently. So yeah, I put them all in here. They're all alphabetized, except for this row right here is my pink ones, because these are the only ones that stay out when the cabinets are closed. So I think I'll just kind of like go through here and randomly pick ones out, whatever I'm feeling at the moment. The first one, however, I want to read because it actually comes out in a couple days, and the author reached out to me on Instagram and asked if I wanted a copy, and it was already a book that I was like anticipating. So that is The Duke Heist by Erica Ridley. This comes out on the 9th. Yeah, I'm gonna start this. From what I know, this follows a family of orphans. This like wealthy guy adopted all these orphans. They're all kind of like misfits, and he raised them as his own, and now he has passed away. And one of their like prized possessions was a painting. It was one of the first things that they had like come together as a family to purchase, and it means a lot to all of them, and it was stolen by a duke. So they put together a plan, a heist, to go and steal back that painting, and the main character is the one who is going to be the thief. And while she's stealing the painting, she accidentally kidnaps the duke as well. And that's all I know about it. It sounds like it's gonna be super fun. I'm also just in love with this cover, like the gold. It looks so pretty, and I'm excited. I've never read anything by this author, but like I said, she was kind enough to send me this copy, so I'm hoping that I love it. But first, I wanna talk about the sponsor for today's video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. They have a wide range of classes from topics such as illustration, graphic design, photography, lifestyle, productivity. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads, and they're always launching new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. And it is less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. One of the classes that I found really interesting was Basics of Photoshop, Fundamentals for Beginners. And this is exactly what it sounds. It's a very beginner class for Photoshop, which is definitely a skill that comes in handy when making thumbnails. Thumbnails are like probably one of the most important aspects of YouTube, because that's the first thing someone will ever see of your video. And usually that will determine if they're going to click on a video or not. So making sure you have very appealing thumbnails is super important, and Photoshop skills definitely help to do that. In this class, Meg Lewis takes you through a lot of the very beginner techniques, such as enhancing photographs, adding typography, creating shapes, applying effects, and a lot of different really simple and easy things to to really enhance an image. So if you would like to try out Skillshare, the first 1,000 people to click the link in my description will get a free trial to the premium membership so you can explore your creativity. So this morning I started the Duke Heist. The book actually comes out today. I am 82 pages into it, and so far I'm really enjoying this. It has a really great family aspect, which is one of the reasons why I was enjoying the Bridgerton series. I didn't love that series for the romances. I loved it for the family. I just loved the Bridgerton family a lot, and I'm kind of feeling that way about this. I haven't gotten far enough in to have really gotten to the romance. Like, it's kind of just starting on that aspect, but the family aspect is so good. So like I mentioned, this is about a family of orphans who were all adopted by a wealthy man, and he kind of made them into like his own little found family. And all of them have different skills. So the main character is really good at like pickpocketing. So they planned this heist to get this painting back, and she's the one that is stealing the painting. And while she does it, she steals a carriage to make a getaway. But it turns out that the Duke that she stole from is in the carriage, and so she takes off with him. I just really like her family. Like I said, they all have different skills. Like, one of them is really good at throwing her voice. And yeah, I'm enjoying this. I feel like this is gonna be a series that I really enjoy if the other books in this series are gonna be about the other family members. I think I heard Jess from Peace Love Books say that the second book is gonna be a sapphic romance, which makes me so excited. So yeah, I'm just going to spend the rest of the day reading this. I definitely feel like I can finish this. Historical romances are usually ones that I read in one sitting, and I was actually listening to the audiobook, and I listened to that much while I was doing my hair this morning. So I think I can get through this really fast. Okay, I finished The Duke Heist by Erica Ridley. I loved this. Oh my god. Like, I'm so excited because I feel like this is going to be a series that I am obsessed with. I think the last time that I checked in, we hadn't really gotten into the romance yet. The first part was really about this family, and I honestly enjoyed that because I was just excited to like see this family dynamic that is obviously going to continue out throughout this series, and all of these family members. I loved all of them. Specifically though, Tommy, her sister, who can disguise herself, and throughout the book disguise herself as the main character's like old aunt. So she was like pretending to be this old lady, and it was literally so funny. Like, I have not laughed as much as I did with that character, and I'm pretty sure the sequel to this is going to be a sapphic romance with Tommy and another female character in this book that I am so excited by. This was great, and the romance I really liked. I really grew to love the romance in this because she is like getting close to the Duke who owns the painting so that they can steal it. While she's getting close to him, she ends up falling in love with him. Her family thinks that like she's pretending to have feelings for him in order to get close. So with her family, she has to pretend that her feelings are fake when they're actually real. And I really liked the Duke character because he doesn't have a family. His father wasn't a great guy, and then he died, and so now he's like the only person in his family left, and he's inherited this dukedom, and he's very lonely, and all he wants is a family. So like the fact that the main character Chloe has this super awesome, eccentric, close-knit family is so intriguing to him. Like, all he wants is to be a part of this family. I just loved this. I think I'm giving it 4.5 stars, and I'm so excited for the next book and the rest of this series. And I'm very impressed for having this being my first Erica Ridley book. I'm super excited that she sent this to me. So yeah, now let's go over to my historical romance shelves and we can pick out my next book. I'm kind of feeling like Highlander vibes. So I have all of these Maya Banks books, which all of these are Highlander romances. And then I also have The Highlander by Kerrigan Byrne and The Scot Beds His Wife, which I'm guessing is Highlander. I don't really know for sure though. And then let's see. I have Suzanne Enoch books, which are both Highlander romance. Oh wait, I have 3. So I've got all of those. I can't remember if The Secret is a Highlander romance, but I think it is. And then down here, I've got this Sophie Jordan one. And then let's see what I have in the middle here. I don't think there's any Highlander stuff in the middle here. Pretty sure not. Okay. And then over here, I'm not sure if there's Highlander stuff over here. Oh, I have these two Karen Marie Moning ones, but these are like fantasy historical, I think, because those involve time travel. Okay, so most of my Highlander stuff is over here. I'm actually kind of feeling Maya Banks. I've read In Bed with the Highlander by her and loved it. So I'm not really sure. I think that this is two different series that I have mixed up here. But, oh wait. Okay, let's do this one because I've recently seen a bunch of people talking about this because the main character is deaf. The reason why she becomes like attached to this guy is because she can hear like the vibrations of his voice because his voice is super deep and that's like the only sound she can hear. And they are forced to get married. Okay, yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so like I said, this is about two rival clans, the Montgomerys and the Armstrongs, and they are ordered by the king to marry off the daughter of one laird to the other laird. The girl, Eveline, is deaf. I think nobody knows that she's deaf. She had some sort of accident, and I think instead of telling people that she's deaf, she just lets them think that like her brain got messed up and that she has like some sort of mental, what's the word? Like brain trauma. And then she's ordered to marry the rival laird, and when she meets him and he starts speaking, she realizes that his voice is like so deep that she can hear the bass or like the vibrations of his voice, and so she instantly becomes fascinated with him. So this will be the next historical romance that I read. I'm really excited for this one because I feel like recently I've seen a bunch of people talking about this. I look ridiculous. Y'all, I am not having a good time. In case you have not seen the news, Texas is like not having a good time right now. It's 4 degrees outside and I have been without power for like 15 hours. So it's freezing in my apartment. But, oh, I don't want to take my arm out. I'm reading this book. Ooh, cold. Put it back. I'm reading that. I'm listening to it on audio and I'm literally just like not leaving my bed, but I'm halfway into it and I'm really enjoying it. This has the potential to be my all-time favorite historical romance. Oh my god. The main character, she is just like the most innocent, sweetest character ever. And like the guy, the laird, he just wants to protect her. I really like how even though they're rivals and like he hates her father and wants revenge on him, he recognizes that she is innocent and isn't taking out his hatred for her father on her, which I love. We love a mature, emotionally intelligent man. So he's just like really sweet to her and respectful, and I love their interactions because at the point where I am right now, she hasn't told him or anyone else that she's deaf. They think that she just doesn't understand anything that's happening around her, but he's like slowly realizing that she is a lot more aware than he was led on to believe. And like, for example, when he first moved her into his castle or whatever it's called, he put her in a separate room. Like he gave her her own room, and then she moved all of her stuff into his bedroom because she wanted to share a room with him. I'm just loving it. It's so good. It's exactly what I need today to take my mind off the fact that I am a popsicle. And I feel so bad. Loki is somewhere under here. Oh, he's right. You can't see him, but he's right here. He like will not get out of the covers. He's not having it. So yeah, I'm gonna read more of this book. I'm probably gonna finish it today because I'm literally doing nothing. But I honestly feel like this is gonna be my all-time favorite historical romance. It's just so good. Hello. Are you cold? Oh, you wanna come out? He's literally been under the covers for like 7 hours, just sleeping. Welcome back to the world. It's cold. Like, we're under so many layers right now. There's more layers than this somewhere in here. You can't even, okay, hold on. Hold on, I'm getting the light. There we go. I just need to like hold this. Can I put it so, oh, if I put it there, is that good? We're technically not allowed to have candles at my apartment, but it's fine. I'm not using it for candle purposes. I'm using it for light purposes. That is a candle purpose. As you can tell, the power's still out. But I finished Never Seduce a Scot, and I'm giving it 5 stars. This was the best historical romance I've ever read. This was just everything. Like, it had the Scotland Highland vibes, but it was also very sweet and tender. Like, these two, their relationship together was just precious, and it had the trope where one person gets injured or sick and they have to take care of the other one, and it went both ways. Like, he got injured and she like almost killed herself to protect him and take care of him, to the point where she was ignoring her own injuries so that she could take care of him. And when he was finally like better, she passed out, like succumbed to her injuries, so then he had to take care of her. It was just so cute. I also thought it was just super unique. I've never read a romance with a deaf main character, and obviously like I can't speak to representation, but I really enjoyed having a main character with such a prominent disability that was never like, nobody tried to fix it. Nobody tried to fix her. I really loved how her, like the people around her didn't see her deafness as like something wrong with her or like a problem that needed to be solved. And I also really liked that since her deafness came from an accident, she wasn't born with it, I was a little bit wary that like, oh, maybe she's gonna be cured. Like maybe by the end of the book, her hearing is gonna have come back. I have, obviously like having a chronic illness is totally different from being deaf. I'm not trying to compare the two, but something that really irritates me in books with disability representation is that a lot of the time it's like the disability is solved or cured, and that just like that just annoys me, because it's like I don't see my chronic illness as something that needs to be cured. One, it can't be. It's just a part of who I am. So that's always something that like I look for in disability rep, and I really appreciated how it was handled here. But again, like I can't speak to the specific deaf representation, but just overall disability rep, I liked it. It was just so nice. Okay, let's pick the next book. I don't know what vibes I'm feeling this time. Like, what do I want? Oh, you know what? I'm kind of feeling pirate vibes, but I don't know if I have any pirate historical romances. Let's take a look. Nothing up there. The thing is, a lot of these, I don't even really fully know what they're about. This one might be pirates. Oh, this is pirates. Yeah. All right, so we have one option, and I really love this cover. And I've never read a Joanna Lindsey, so that's a contender. I have all of these Virginia Henley books down here. I have no idea what any of them are about, so we're just going to ignore those. I know, wait, I do have a Virginia Henley pirate. This is The Pirate and the Pagan, so that's an option. Okay, so far we have 2 contenders. I'm gonna put the contenders up here. Okay. I don't think anything else over there is pirate, so let's move over here. I don't see any. Ooh, Lady Pirate by Lindsay Sands. Okay, that's another option. Is this pirate? I actually don't know what this is. I think it's a fantasy romance, actually, like a Aquaman type of vibe. I don't know. Wait, is it pirate? Oh, it is pirates. Okay, let's do that. All right, so we have 4 options here. Gentle Rogue, The Pirate and the Pagan, Lady Pirate, and the Sea King. You know what? I'm actually kind of feeling Lady Pirate by Lindsay Sands, because the female character, she is the pirate. And I think what I've been told about this is that she has to like pretend to be a lady, and also her crew, like her crew of pirates, have to pretend to be noble. So they're like this ragtag misfit group of pirates all pretending to be like civilized gentlemen. And that sounds really funny. Also, I think the only other pirate historical romance I've read, which was Destiny's Captive by Beverly Jenkins, the heroine was the pirate, and I loved that twist. So, okay, this is the one that I'm gonna read. I mean, these other pirate ones look really good, but like, I don't know, we'll save them for another time. Hi, so I am still without power, and my camera battery has died, and I have no way to charge it. So, we will now be reviewing Lady Pirate with pictures. So yes, the book I read, Lady Pirate by Lindsay Sands. In this book, we're following Valerie, who took over the position of captain of this ship when her brother was murdered. So she's now the captain of this crew of pirates, and I really was picturing like Elizabeth Swann from Pirates of the Caribbean, who is probably my ultimate crush in life. And essentially the plot of this book is that in order to claim her birthright and her inheritance, she has to get married. And not just married to anyone, she has to marry a nobleman. So the only way for her to do that is for her to pretend to be a noble lady and join society to find a nobleman to marry. One of the best parts of this book was the fact that her crew of raggedy pirates had to also pretend to be gentlemen. They had to pretend to be her servants. They had to pretend that they were a part of civilized society. When I tell you that was so comical, like watching these dirty, unwashed, uncivilized pirates pretend to be gentlemen is iconic. Valerie, looking for a noble husband, she finds a duke who also, coincidentally, needs to find a wife. To be honest though, their romance, not my favorite. I didn't really enjoy them together. I felt like Valerie really sacrificed a lot of her identity in order to be with him, which I just like, no. But the saving grace were the pirates. I loved them. I loved this crew of pirates. I would love to read more about this crew of pirates. It doesn't even need to be a romance. I'm giving this book 3 stars. It's not my favorite. I definitely will read more from Lindsay Sands. I think that I maybe liked it a little bit less than I normally would, because the historical romance that I read prior to this is now my all-time favorite. So it had a lot to live up to, and it was just okay. So that is gonna be the end of this video, because I really don't know when I'm gonna be able to charge my camera again. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked my little clip art review. I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. How do I end my videos? Bye? That was okay. Bye.